So the winter has got a very negative effect on my food forest, or my feeling about my food forest, at least. You see here, this little guy's been eaten by the sheep, and because we decided not to give our food forest water, general planting water, and a cover crop this year, it's gone backwards to such an extent that you feel like, do I really want to show this to people? I've got plenty of haters in the world, and they like to rub it in my veins when I fail, and I fail often. I fail more than most people do, and most of the times I'm quite proud of my failures. I'm gonna show you something. Yeah, just not sure if the camera is picking this up. Okay, yeah, we've got elephant grass that is showing green shoots in the middle of winter. We planted the elephant grass to increase our biomass. We've got plenty of termites, and they love to waste by our what you call it, our mulch. They love to eat our mulch. So we planted elephant grass. That is showing some life. We've placed these cages around our fruit trees to keep the sheep out. See, there's plenty of cages, plenty of trees. Now that is something new, but it came just in time because the sheep now started roaming the place and absolutely destroying it. Between the termites and the sheep, they have quite a good thing going. You can see this is Lucina. The sheep has eaten the bottom, but the top is showing great. We've replanted. Most of those trees are new trees with cold hardy species, apricots, stone fruit, and citrus. That's basically what we're focusing. That's our main fruit. Various kinds of stone fruits, citrus, prickly pear, and what else? Yeah, that's more or less it. Various varieties of those things. This, however, is a sour soup. A while ago, my mate Bessie said, "Listen, I think these termite hills brings lots of heat during the night. Let's plant some things below them." And this is one that came out of that. Now you can see the Lucina has been eaten. It's cold. This one had some cold, but I felt on it. It's still soft, which means it's still alive. Not dead yet. Over here we've got a baobab, and it's hidden below a little tent. And there's some soil batteries or water batteries. Let's see if I can get a better picture for you. So you must excuse the noise. And that's all still soft, so and baobab will survive the water. The idea behind the water battery is that during the day they heat up, and then at night they radiate cold. Okay, now why would I share my failures? That's such a un-YouTubey thing to do. I thought first, let me wait until everything is green, or at least let me plant a cover crop. But I had some great news today that I wanted to share. The Ministry of Agriculture, let me just put this thing down. The Ministry of Agriculture came to visit me today. So I'm standing here in one of the very first water harvesting structures. We built this by hand. Looks very dead now, but there's actually it actually turns very green when we put water in here. Ministry of Forestry came today, and they're looking for people that's willing to work on foresting Namibia. Now it was more like a let's feel the waters data gathering thing today. But what happened is the local branch also came with, and they saw what we were doing, and so that encourages them way more to help. I had one of them Sunday at Manette's place. I showed them the water harvesting structures. I showed them everything. On Saturday, and on Sunday yesterday he came here, and now today he brought his people from Windhoek, including a professor from the university, which is awesome. So, wonderful news. We might get government assistance one day. Now, I don't want to get too positive. It's one of my problems in life. I get too positive, but I'm very, very positive about this meeting. They were very impressed. They asked a lot of important questions. Showed them the African smiles. Hopefully on Friday I'll be able to take the professor and his crew to the township, because that's actually where I want to focus. Okay, now let me show you the other thing. Ims. Oh, Johnny, come stand here next to this tree for me, please. I want to show you this quickly. I don't have a Lucas for measure, but I have a Johnny. Just stand there. Johnny is a little bit taller than Lucas, just like that. Thank you, Johnny. This mulberry tree, you can go. This mulberry tree is just over a year old, and we planted them in these African smiles, or behind these African smiles. And these African smiles are smaller than the ones we made in town. You can see these ones are also shooting out green leaves. It's only the sheep that harvested quite a bit of them today. And there's a lot of biomass. It looks so dead, but if you look at it, at what it looked like versus what it looks like now, we are definitely slowly but surely making progress. And then we need to remember that we are basically in the desert. This is the driest country south of the Sahara, sub-Saharan country. This is the driest sub-Saharan country in the world. So, right. What else is happening? The bees, Bibi's bees. There is quite a lot of them there. Oh, and the other great news, I was stung by a bee the other night. Just before I got into bed, I stepped on it and it stung me. And I just used some of Lisa's antihistamines. My wife has got like a baking powder mix that she taped around my foot, and no allergic reactions. The next day my foot was 100%. So I think I might be over my bee allergy. I think this is the second time I got stung by a bee. The first time I couldn't find the stinger, so I couldn't make sure it's a bee. This time the stinger was still stuck in my foot. It's 100% sure it was a bee, and I didn't die, which is, I always like not dying. That's always a great thing. Okay, so today we are planting a peach tree between the mulberries as a sign of turning the friendly forest into a food forest. We're adding some pipes to the bottom, adding a little bit of compost. Imps, this is very, very rough still. You cannot add this.
Just one hand.
Maybe one hand if you mix it between everything. Just one hand, please. Okay. You see how beautiful this is. I think bees will really love these. And so, yeah, that is my life at the moment. Between the winter, I got my butt kicked of kickboxing. I don't know if I ever showed anybody the marks. I don't know if you can even see it anymore. There, purple and purple. That big guy really kicked the crap out of me, and my knee is still hurting. And sometimes it feels like everything wants to go wrong, and then you change your perspective a little bit, and then it seems like everything wants to go right again. Yeah. Oh, wait, there's something. I think just 1 second. There was something, a mongoose like thing. Nah, can't find it. Can't see it. You can see here, the prickly pears with thorns are coming along there, supposed to change this fence. Oh, Chinese. I had so many comments about people saying don't rent your land out to the Chinese. I was very tempted, I'm not gonna lie, very tempted, because I made a lot of good promises. I think sanity prevailed. My biggest fear, my wife had other fears. Her biggest fear was safety for the kids and safety for herself, which I think is important to take into account. I could justify myself out of the safety issue. My biggest fear was what they would do to our land. And so I got my little ducks in a row. No duckies. I got my ducks in a row and I decided against the Chinese thing. My biggest fear was the land, damage they're going to do to the land. Soil, to fix soil with oil in it is quite a difficult thing, so we're not going to have Chinese on the land. Well, I don't mind the Chinese, but not the specific Chinese that wants to use this as a junkyard or a building yard or a repair yard for their trucks. We are going to go ahead and build a new food forest. Now, the thing that I wanted to ask all the bodies, if I plant a tree on my land, does it count as one tree per subscriber? Because remember, I do plant one tree for every subscriber. I would really like it to count, because then this means I've got an extra tree planted for a subscriber, which I really appreciate it. Everybody that subscribe, I would like to hear, or should we only do trees in the township? Okay, that is going to be the end of my story. It was a long day. Yeah, things are going great, or going to go great, let's say that. Have a wonderful day. See you tomorrow.